And what a night it is to be a Dodger fan. Your Los Angeles Dodgers are the 2024 World Series champions. This one came right down to the last inning, everyone really holding their breath until the very last out. Welcome back, everyone. You can exhale now, Robert.
Yeah. Colleen Williams is here with me. I'm Robert Kubasik, and so is Mario Solis to talk about really what was an incredible game. I mean, I think all of us thought when it was 5-0, Mario, we're coming back to L.A., and then suddenly...
Yeah, people were dejected. They're thinking, uh-oh, they're going to win 2 in a row. We're going to come back and try to wrap it up in 6. But what a way to come back from a 5-0 deficit, then storming back in the 8th inning after being down again to win 7-6. That was an unbelievable way to respond to a critical situation and wrapping it up in New York in 5 games.
I just want to point out, who kept saying, it's still early in the game? Who kept saying that?
I know.
You know, it was really interesting because, as I pointed out earlier, there were no home runs tonight. They just worked the game from the beginning.
Smart baseball. That's the way it is. And we've talked about all the injuries, you know, sort of a patchwork of arms to get this done. Someone reminding us what the starting pitching is going to look like in 2025. Ohtani. He was injured this year, so he'll be, you know, starting pitcher. Yamamoto, Buehler, Gonsolin, May, Kershaw, who's coming back, Glasnow, and Miller. Wow. I don't know how Dave Roberts is going to put that together. And speaking of Dave Roberts, people not long ago were asking for his head, asking for him to be fired. Now people are saying he's a sure Hall of Famer. How things, you know, turn very quickly, and Dave Roberts deserves all the credit in the world, the way he put the season together, the way he built all his lineups despite all the injuries and all the hiccups and all the roadblocks along the way. He deserves it.
I want to just quote your other half, Bruce Beck, who is the main sports anchor for WNBC, and he called it a disastrous ending to the season.
Well, it was in New York, for sure.
They suffered their worst defensive meltdown in franchise postseason history. Bruce Beck of WNBC calls the loss incomprehensible.
And defensively, it was horrendous. That 5th inning when they gave up all the runs. Inexcusable.
You know, let me just say I love Bruce Beck. I really do. I saw him when we were covering the Olympics in Paris. But that takes away from the Dodgers. And the Dodgers were spot on every single game, almost every single inning.
Well, errors are a part of baseball.
You know what, Mario, we're going to stop you for a second. We believe this is Whittier Boulevard, and this looks like a police car.
Is this a police unit that they're on?
It doesn't look like it there. There's somebody coming out of the roof there.
Yeah.
But again, we talked about that there was a dispersal order at LA, at Olympic and FIG. Where are we looking at, guys? What is the location here in DTLA?
Oh, this is downtown LA.
Yeah, are we close to that area in Olympic and Figueroa where they have asked people to disperse and they have started to close the streets? So we're at Olympic and Fig. This is the area that the LAPD has asked people to leave because they are fearing that it could get out of hand. The goal here is for people to celebrate responsibly, to celebrate safely, and that law enforcement has been sort of pushing this throughout the night, knowing that this could happen. But, you know, it doesn't look too bad out there.
Yeah, it didn't look like a violent situation. I think a car
you know, I was
just
trying to
through.
see. They were holding something out the window, and I was trying to see if that was, in fact, a Yankees banner. This is the cross street you're looking at there is Francisco Street. And is that fireworks in the middle of the intersection?
Well, you see the line. They've got a skirmish line set up there, and this is more about keeping these roads closed. So from what we understand, FIG, Olympic, all that area is closed right now. This is the area, Mario, that's just right outside of the Crypt.
Yes.
And LA Live. So this is an area where people are going to congregate. We saw in East LA, people are congregating there, and as well, of course, outside of Dodger Stadium.
Yeah, if you can take a closer look right there, just down, just below the large sign there, I think, is that the sign that shows how to get on the 101 freeway there, I believe. I can't quite tell, but.
And, you know, and so far this is, again, a lot of people out on the streets, but nothing that we see that has gotten out of hand. McCullough Medina is standing by for us in East Los Angeles. He was in the thick of it there. McCullough, what can you tell us?
Hey guys, we're here on, we are on Celia Avenue, where really pedestrians have now taken over the street. Take a look behind me, you can see they have now just filled the street here. Fireworks are going off everywhere around us. You can certainly hear them. Police are on the east end of us, also on the west end of us. They're keeping a very close eye on this area. It's a lot of people having a good time, a lot of people drinking champagne, lots of beer. We got caught up in a beer celebration a short time ago, so a lot of people started to have a lot of a good time here. But of course, police are going to make sure everything is going smoothly and not chaotic at all. That's certainly a concern for them. We have seen police chopper on the air. They've been monitoring the situation for the better part of since it happened, since the Dodgers won. They have seen this street really get closed down by not just all the cars, but certainly all of the pedestrians here. Thousands of people, perhaps tens of thousands of people here on Whittier Boulevard in Sela. They have shut down the road to traffic. No cars in or out, at least in this area. They are paused, being diverted out and around the area. You can hear just lots of fireworks. That's a concern because some of these choppers, these LAPD choppers, are flying pretty low, and if those fireworks get anywhere near them, that could be a concern for them as well. But the choppers are flying around with their lights on this area right now to make sure everything's okay. I want to talk to a couple of people here. How you doing right now? I know it's a big party, but are you a little worried at all?
That's my mom! That's my mom!
What do you guys think about the party here?
The party? It's going all night.
Yeah.
It's all night.
You're not worried at all? I mean, it could get a little chaotic. A lot of people...
We're going to keep it low. We're going to keep it low. Yeah.
All right, that is the hope, certainly, of LAPD, is that the folks here keep things under control. So far, so good right now, but a lot of people here. We'll be watching to make sure everything is going to be okay. Live on Whittier Boulevard. We'll send it back to you guys.
All right, Mac, thank you for that. We're going to switch live to Karma Dickerson. She is live near Dodger Stadium right now, and we understand there's been a dispersal order in that area as well. Karma?
Well, at this point, we still have hundreds of people on the ground here at Dodger Stadium, and things are getting a little bit wild. There are police on the scene, but they're giving a pretty wide berth, and we can see what's going on here. And so I want to give you an idea of what's happening here at this intersection along Stadium Way. Besides the fireworks that have been going down, there have been some people doing donuts in the street, and of course, big crowds of very excited fans. I need you to back up for me. All right. Let's take a walk over here. I want to give you an idea of what we have going on. I'll give you an idea of what we have going on over here. Everyone's excited, but you can see why police are having a little bit of concerns. It's getting a little wild, but there's still a lot of excitement. Can we talk to you?
Oh, I'm excited about this whole thing. This is awesome. Finally win one in real life. Yes! Dodgers World Series, yeah!
How you feeling? Yeah! How you feeling? I'm fucking happy!
Let's go!
I'm happy! No, Yankees lost! Hell yeah! Come on!
Well, obviously, we're going to leave Karma, leave that live shot right there and let Karma move to another area. We're going to go back to News Chopper 4, Ileana Marino. Ileana, can you give us an idea of the location here and what they're doing at this point?
Hey there, Colleen. So we moved over from East LA to downtown Los Angeles because we got the unfortunate word that somebody who was celebrating a little too hard may have thrown a firework at an officer. Now, we don't know if any officers were hurt in that exchange. We, of course, hope not. It's also unclear if anyone was arrested. But if any arrests are going to happen, there are plenty of officers out here in downtown that are willing and able to do it here because from what we understand, they have declared an unlawful assembly, so they are asking people to clear out. And this is something I don't normally see on these types of celebrations, but we even have officers on horseback here. And where we're at is literally the heart of downtown, right next to Crypto.com Arena, where a Kings game just got out. So the timing of all of it is an absolute mess. You have thousands of Kings fans that are leaving the game, that are mixing in with these Dodger fans that are celebrating. Again, some of them celebrating a little bit too hard. We have seen people just simply blocking the streets, not really caring about the regular transit that is just trying to make their way through here. People just driving, of course, out of Crypto.com, just traveling here through the downtown Los Angeles area. So we have seen just thousands of people out here refusing to move. And at one point, we did see them even surround a vehicle that was simply just trying to make their way through the area.
So, Ileana, at this point, do we see a number of LAPD officers just holding the skirmish lines there, or actually trying to move people out of the area?
So we've seen a mix of both. We've seen the skirmish lines that have formed, and we've seen them actually pushing the crowds out of the way. It's a little bit difficult to see. We have a building in the way here, but my pilot Sarah is going to bring us around. But this line of officers, they were basically looking down a crowd of what appeared to be at least a couple hundred people that were just refusing to move. But they do make those announcements letting them know that it's time to clear out. If they don't clear out, then they will be arrested. And it looked like most people actually listened and did clear out. But that was just around the time that the Kings game was letting out as well. And I'll show you the trickle of fans here that are leaving Crypto.com Arena now. So they're just literally getting out of their game, walking through these streets, and now they're mixed in with these groups of fans that were refusing to leave.
And Colleen, are you seeing that this update from our investigative unit, the LAPD, is now in tactical alert status after the Dodgers win? And that means that officers are being held over from their current shifts and only responding to high priority calls. It's being explained to us this is primarily due to the large crowd that has gathered right where Ileana is.